Hey, what's up, everybody?
Good morning. Good morning. Good
Oh,
morning.
yeah, we are so excited that you guys have came and tuned in once again to Let's
Yes.
Conversate with Josh and Sharon. Sharon, what's going on, girl?
Hey, nothing.
All is well?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
This
man, how
beautiful
you feeling today?
Saturday.
Are you looking beautiful yourself? Look at you.
Yes. Thank
I mean,
you.
looking all extravagant and everything. I mean, look at, I know that's right. I know you ain't bought that stuff there recently. All these high prices is going on, Ray. I
Oh, we
know
ain't gonna
good.
do that.
I know good and well you ain't been out there spending no money on that chunk that's around your neck today. Y'all see Sharon? That stuff old because it better not be new because these prices just too high. Uh, listen, we are. Listen,
No,
we.
that skirt is new.
I know that's right. I know that's right. My wife is doing her thing. Listen, we are here today to have a conversation about this inflation.
Yes.
Are you feeling inflated?
Woo!
Listen, I mean, the prices are out the roof.
Yes, it is.
It's skyrocketed. Everything is so expensive.
Yes, it is.
People are pulling me, literally pulling me hair out. You know, they
So
trying
what
to
we gonna
figure.
do about it?
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna talk about it though. listen. We are just real people
Yes.
just bringing real conversation. We don't have all the answers.
No, we don't.
We don't. But what we can offer you
It's a
is
conversation.
a conversation. So we're gonna have a conversation about these high inflations that are skyrocketing around the country, right?
Yes.
Let alone around the world. We're talking about around the country, just here where we live at. How we're going to combat some of these high prices. So Sharon, I'm ready to dig into this
Well,
thing.
let's dive in.
We have an action pack, about 28 minutes of just good conversation, and hopefully there's something you can take from it and use it. So I'm ready to dive in.
Let's dive in.
Let's
then.
dive in. We're gonna talk about these inflation. So listen, I'm just so serious right now, man. This stuff is so high. What we gonna do about it? I mean, I left the house this morning, right? Went to the gas station. So when I got to the gas station, I'm at the point now that stuff is so high. I don't even look at the prices that's on the billboard when I get to the gas station. Some people might say, "Well, you should look at the prices and see what the gas costs for you can gas up." No, 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 no. I ain't doing that no more. I'm telling you, because if I do that, if I look at the prices at these gas stations now, I mean, I probably just ain't gonna even pull up in the gas station. Just to
You're
be
gonna
honest with
skip that gas
you. Listen,
station
I'm just
and the
gonna,
next one too.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep skipping. And then my car was like on the orange, where it says that
You was on E.
what? But he was up here. I was like in the orange part down here.
Talking about E negative.
E negative, yeah, E minus. And so I was down there where it says like 30 miles, 16 miles, and then it get to the point where it say it don't even register anymore.
Woo.
I ain't quite get
You
to
didn't
that
get
point because I don't like to let my gas need to get down that low. I see my gas need to get down right. Anything just under half a tank, I always usually treat that as empty. You know what I mean? But I ain't been able to do that lately. These prices, they too high. I ain't been able to do that lately. So, anyways, got to the gas station, went in there, paid for my gas, so I said, "Man, let me get $30 out there on 14, like I was doing." So, you know what I mean? Get 30 out there on 14, got me a little cup of coffee, and went out there and pumped my gas. After I pumped my gas, I said, "Yeah, it's gonna get me about 3/4 of a tank." Right. So then
What it got you?
man, I pumped my gas but first before I figure out what got me, I opened the door, get back in the car, and I pumped my gas and everything. And as I was getting in the car, your eyes look up at that board finally. So I looked up at the billboard thing and said $4.27 a gallon. I said, whoo! So I sat out in there and hit the button to start the car up. Then the car started up, that thing raised up barely to a half a tank. I said, boy, look at here. I ain't even get mad though, Sharon. I just said, you know what? Hopefully it just get me through the work. I don't go nowhere but home and work in the car anyway. But man, these prices.
Yes.
They're high. I'm telling y'all, listen, all y'all that's riding driving them big SUVs and some of y'all be driving them big old Mercuries and them Crown Vics. Y'all better park them gas guzzlers.
Yeah. Because I have a small SUV and to fill my truck up is $65.
Man, these prices are high. But listen, you know what I mean? Some of these cars that's all people got. Listen, we like to joke and everything and have fun and keep it humorous, but these are real issues and real problems that people are dealing with. So we do take it seriously, but we like to bring some humor because in these intense situations, sometimes a good laugh is all you need.
It's good for the soul.
Right. This ain't no comedy show, but that's just my personality. But what we gonna do about these high prices? I mean, what can we do because everything's up, Sharon? gas is up. Hygienes are up. Milk. Matter of fact, I don't know why they ran out of baby formula. You know what I mean? I don't even get what that was about, but I'm sure they were price hiking that. They put this whole nationwide, scare.
Recall.
Where yeah, it was a recall
It
or
was a
something like that.
recall.
But right, but look how when things go up, how dependent we become of this stuff, and then the habits that we will, our normal habit, we will break just to obtain some of this stuff and grab this stuff, even at price gouging prices, and people taking advantage of folk that have less than. But I guarantee you, Wall Street and the top executives and the corporations, they ain't lacking anything.
No.
But you know what? They gain to
Mhm.
me in situations like this when we, the people, tend to suffer.
My,
And we run out of things that we need, and then there's only like few things left on the shelves, and then they pin us against each other. And so to say that we end up fighting and rushing and hoarding things because we're afraid that we're going to run out of things or whatever. But prices are high.
Yes, it
So,
is.
but there are some things that we can do to counter, especially these high fuel prices. I mean, these
Yes, you can
inflated.
start doing carpooling. If
Absolutely.
there's someone in your neighborhood
Mhm.
and y'all work at the same location, y'all
Right.
can, just drive together,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that save gas. And if you have to, just rotate who's gonna pay that week.
That's a good idea. Carpooling is a good idea. So, like Sharon said, if you live, in a neighborhood and you work at some
And y'all work
place,
at the same
right,
location,
same location, uh, even if y'all work like
right around the
walking
corner.
distance from
Yeah,
each other, y'all, hours about the same time. Get with some folk and y'all carpool and share that cost to getting back and forth to work. That alone will help
definitely.
curb, counter some of the inflation prices that we deal with, right?
Yes, yes.
And then habits. Also, what else you got?
Also, lesser store runs.
Man, that's a big one. A good way to counter some of this inflation stuff is to do less store runs. What you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is start making grocery lists,
Yes, it
right?
comes in handy.
Make grocery lists, and stick with it.
Definitely.
Stick with your grocery list and get what's on your grocery list. Stop going to these stores and just shopping at will. Grab this and throw this in the basket, this and this in the basket, and you ain't really, keep in mind on how much you're putting out.
You're right.
And good and well, if you anything like me, you keep track on what's coming in. You know when somebody owe you some money. What post coming. Oh no, I'm gonna go get somebody straight. I know this check is short. You on top of that stuff. You know what I mean? So why we can't use the same intensity of being on top of what we putting out,
Yeah,
just as
I
well
agree.
as we on top of what we've got coming in.
Sure.
If we be on top of what we got going out, then we'll be it chain reacts everything. It makes everything better, right?
Yes, it does.
So make less store runs. When you go to that store through that week or however you do your monthly grocery shopping, stick with those strategies. Strategize, because I know people like, well, that's just uncomfortable. Well, we're living in a time where everything is uncomfortable. Sometimes you got to break the norm.
Yes.
You can't just
My
do the same
goodness.
old, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to really kind of save money, you don't want to be working just to pay for gas.
No,
I mean, gas is high.
it's high.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man, I be trying to think of all kind of ways to kind of like curve prices and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, like my folk over there in Gainesville, over in Florida, y'all got it made. Let me tell you, all my Gainesville followers, y'all got it made over there in Gainesville. Y'all got it so made in Gainesville. Let me give y'all a round of applause. Y'all got it made. Y'all got it made in Gainesville because Gainesville got them scooters.
Yes, they do. All right, UF.
Listen, they ain't worried about them folk over there in Gainesville. They is not worried about no inflated prices. You know why? Because them folk got get on them scooters. I mean, it don't matter. Tall, big, and small. They all on them scooters riding all. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Listen, you take a 400-pound man right now in Gainesville. You see him down University Avenue with a little small shirt on, and a whole eye full from the back. He getting down the road on the scooter. But over here in Murfreesboro, where we live at, this is college town too, but they don't seem like they too scooter friendly over here.
No.
I'm serious. I don't see too much of that.
Yeah, we
over here.
don't.
You know what I mean? But I had a scooter when I was in Gainesville, and I
Yeah,
love
you
my
did.
scooter. But if I was to get a scooter over here where I live at, I had to have one of those scooters. I can't have no scooter that do like 35 miles an hour. I gotta
But
have
yours
me,
faster.
man. I gotta have a scooter. Where I get out of the way because these folk over here, so like, they're running you over or whatever. It can be. Gainesville scooter friendly. You know what I mean? They been on top of that stuff over there. So you know what I mean. But
Yeah, if they see you, they stop.
yeah,
Especially if you're on
man.
university.
Listen, with these high gas prices, those scooter riding people, they ain't worry about no gas. You would. I can see them arguing with the store clerk now. What do you mean my gas is not $5 for a full tank anymore? I got to pay $7.50. They pay extra $2.50. They still fill up. Motorcycle drivers and stuff like that, they fill up, but everybody can't ride a scooter and ride a motorcycle. So,
Right.
so therefore we have to, Ooh, Sharon, you tired?
Sorry.
All on the camera. Boy, I tell you, she been paying a lot of money at the pump. She working hard for that extra money. Got her tired. But all seriousness though, there are things that we need to be able to do to counter, a lot of this high prices and stuff. And if we just take heed to, some of the conversations that we're giving, to counter these prices and stuff, and we will be able to, to try to save a little bit, even, while we're going to the pump, coupon shopping. This is a time that people that don't normally, use coupons and things like that. This will be an awesome time to just start, implementing different things to try to, save some money.
Yes, I agree. Also, I want to bring up for your lunches, instead of going to the restaurant, pack your lunch.
That is a good one because like people go all the time to these restaurants and stuff during lunchtime, the lunch hour, and they, buying this here, buying that there. If we, back off of doing that, buying a soft drink and buying burgers and stuff, because all that stuff is inflated too. All them prices have gone up. Everything is going up.
Yes, it has.
So they changing the course of how they do things and how they operate and conduct business with us as the consumers. So should we change how we do businesses back with them, and buy less then, buy what we need now and use in a conservative way and a wise way. That way we don't be just going running back and forth, just buying different things at different times and spending money and not being, keeping a good record of what we're spending, what we got going out. Like I said earlier, we keep very perfect records. Most of us, what we got coming in, what's owed to us. It ain't too often, America, especially, people that make up under $100,000, people that make $20,000, $30,000, $15,000 or whatever they make in a year. It ain't too often that people gonna get by on them by not paying them what's due to them because they're on top of what's owed to them.
Right.
So I feel like that we should be on top of just as much as what we are putting out in the markets and things like that.
You're right.
We should, and just curb some habits, because the prices are going up and we can't really afford this stuff. Instead of pulling our hair out, or giving up or throwing in the towel and saying that, oh, well, we ain't worrying about it no more. We should do something to try to, counteract that's been put upon us as consumers.
Right.
Absolutely. So it's tough. I mean, stuff is going up, man. It's hard to bear.
Also, if you haven't already done it, come up with a shopping budget, and stick to the budget.
Stick to your budget, shopping budget, fuel budget. We have a fuel allowance. So,
yes, we do.
Every week we have a certain amount of money that we project towards our fuel
for that week.
We have a certain amount of money that we project towards grocery shopping.
Yes, we do.
Everything, and if we out of budget on some things you might have to just cut. Okay, well, do I really need this right here? Do I have enough to get by a week or two? Because this is going. It's just different strategies. You got to find what works for you. But the point is, you got to find something. You got to look for a strategy. You got to make a strategy that'll help yourself. You can't just continue just be swiping debit cards and credit cards, because soon eventually that's going to run out. If you swiping and you spending more than what you're bringing in, then that's an issue, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, absolutely. What I mean, because as soon the well will run dry because you're spending at a rate faster than what you bring in, kind of like our government. They're spending at a rate more than what we're bringing in. And that's why we have, this big national debt of trillions of dollars in this country. So, what about your own individual debt? Right? Everybody has their own individual debt. And so we can't look to our government as our example, of what to mimic or what to follow, because obviously some of these people that we have elected in elective offices, they are not good money managers. They're not good wealth managers of this country, because the country is in national debt. I mean, we just printing money, and our money don't have nothing, tangible to back it up. I know back in the days, money used to be, the American dollar used to be backed by gold. Now it's backed by, I guess, what, somebody's signature. I mean, how much is that signature worth? I mean, I don't know what is backed by, if backed by anything. So we have to be better managers of our money. We need to know what we're putting out, what we got coming in, what we can afford to purchase here, put something up for here. And if we don't do that, then we're just going to be spending blindly, And unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of the American government. We can't just print money as we will.
No, we can't. And guess what? Money don't grow on trees.
I ain't seen it grow on there. Yeah, you let me know. I know. But what about the money that be on the little trees in churches? They present the pastor with a money tree. That ain't grow there.
They put it there.
Oh. Me a money tree. Anybody got a money tree? What's going cost on the money tree?
Whatever you put on there.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I ain't gonna have no money tree, because I ain't putting no money on no tree. So, anyways, well, listen. So, since we talk about money, churches and things like that, listen, I feel like I want to just give a little shout out real quick if we can. I want to just give a shout out. Shout out coming your way. Shout outs coming your way. So, listen, you guys. I want to give a shout out real quickly if I can. If you're over there in the Orlando, Florida area, I want you to check out the New Chief Cornerstone Ministry at 820 South Park Avenue, Winter Garden, Florida, where the pastors are Dr. Clarita M. James and Pastor Norman James. Listen, the New Chief Cornerstone Ministry is an awesome ministry over there. So if you're in the Orlando, Florida area, look up the New Chief Cornerstone. When you go by there, you will be glad that you came, and they will be glad to have you. Tell them that Josh and Sharon sent you. Hey, they'll be glad to have you, and hopefully you'll go by and visit New Chief Cornerstone and enjoy yourself over there. Over here, where we're located in the big city of Murfreesboro, we want you to go and check out the New Hope Church of God in Christ, located at 303 South University Street, under the leadership of Pastor Anthony Graham and Lady Graham. Listen, this is an awesome church. This is a church that me and my family attend. We've been there for a little while now. We have fell in love with these people, and they have fell in love with us. So if you're churching and you like to have church, listen, go over there to New Hope, because New Hope don't mind taking you to church, and we love church. So when you're feeling hand clapping and foot stomping, and you want to go over there and just enjoy Jesus, come on over where we are at New Hope, and you'll be glad that you came. New Hope Church of God in Christ, Pastor Anthony Graham. Yes. So anyways, let's get back to the topic that's at hand here. So listen, Sharon. These people are going through some things right now with this whole inflation thing, and it's tough. So, in our closing, we just want to just encourage these people, to, be good stewards of what God have blessed them with, right?
Amen.
So God, bless you with your finances. And sometimes you might not have all that you desire to have, but at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, He have blessed you with enough.
You have enough,
right, to maintain, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure we all have a desire to have more, but you could desire to have more, but if you never put in the work to attain more, right? You never write the vision to make it plain. If you never, put your thoughts to pen and paper and write it out and pray over and meditate over, if you never do any of these things to make your individual situation better, then your hope is only what it is.
You're right about
it's a hope, right? But those people that would just like take heed to good conversation, say, you know what, there's something that man and that woman said that I can use to
apply it in my life.
apply it in my life, then I'm going to do that. I'm gonna step up. I'm not going to sit here and just, just watch all my money just go into, gas and bills. And I see everything's going up, but there's nothing that I'm doing to try to make things, better for my current situation, my given situation. And I would, behoove anybody, and everybody that listen to Josh and Sharon to, just listen to the things that we talk about and take this stuff and try to implement it into your own lives, and be, look up on everything, even in bad situations when things just seems like they're not going right and everything seems like it's going downward spiral. Look up,
Yes.
keep your head up,
Yes.
always be trying to come up with different things, to help your life. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? Practice some different habits with your finances, you know. Have a set amount that you're going to spend on gas. Stop some of the unnecessary runs, running to
Yes.
this person's house, that person's house, the unnecessary store runs, find activities, get out. This is even a awesome opportunity for people to do work on their health and
Yes.
wellness,
Mhm.
instead of doing all that driving.
Exercising,
Absolutely.
walking.
There you go. That's exactly where I was going with this. Instead of getting in your car, driving over to your friend's house and doing your gossip sessions and stuff like that, get out, and walk your neighborhood, and walk your dog or whatever the case may be. Dog ain't been walked in a long time. Dog give out a breath when he get to the edge of the sidewalk. You ain't walked the dog in a long time. So, get out and do something.
Yeah, get out and do something.
You know what I mean? So it's things that we can do, talk to somebody about carpooling, different things that you can do. You ain't got to have the name brand everything,
No, you don't.
you shop at Walmart all the time anyway. Get some great value stuff. You know what I mean? You ain't got to have Mrs. Butter. You gotta have Miss Butterworth syrup. Get Walmart syrup. You know what I mean? So
it still tastes good.
You do?
Yeah.
And listen, you guys, we love you guys, and we just like to have conversations. Like I said, we ain't never got on here and said that we got all the answers, but we just want to bring light, to these situations.
And
Prices
encourage
are high.
the hearts of the people.
Absolutely, absolutely. We want to encourage your heart. Prices are high. So what are you going to do about it? Please chime in with your comments. You know what I mean? Things that,
and let us know how you're dealing with inflation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Give us feedback.
Give us feedback.
Yeah. Because
we'll respond to it.
Right. And it will help us, right? And help others, and this is an awesome platform to, give an idea. Well, hey, Josh and Sharon, this is what I'm doing to help with my gas prices. Share this with your audience, and we'll see that, and we will share it, and also let them know who we got it from, or whatever the case may be, to help people, because people are hurting.
Yes.
And this is not, cool, with people that have less than, because people have these little ones, and they want to take care of the kids and everything, and they're doing everything. They're working these jobs, and employers not giving. I mean, they insulting people with 27 cent raises and 30-cent raises, 70-cent raises, and all this foolishness. Pay these people. You know what I mean? And then folk wonder why nobody don't want to come to work, because they feel like they could make more money. Just staying at home than coming out to your job. If you want good quality work, there's old saying, you pay for what you get. You want good quality work, then pay these folk. Coming to work and working all these hours and
they being faithful too.
Yeah, hard labor and stuff, and then they get these little bitty checks and can't even pay their bill, can't even buy gas. It's a problem with that. We have a problem in America.
Yes, we do.
So, for those of you all that's like me, that's believers, we have to pray one for another, because we're living in times now that just things are just crazy. It's like almost survival, and we have to do what we can to survive. So we have to look at different strategies and just get out of our norm and get out of this, the same old routine.
The cycles.
Absolutely. And just try to implement different little changes. I'm not telling you just to do this old massive overhaul, but just different
Start small.
Right. Different little changes, with the carpooling, different little changes, and stop running to the store, stop buying lunch every day. All that money, every time you go to a restaurant, I don't even care if you're just doing the little 4 for 4. After a while, that's gonna be changed. They went to the Biggie 5 or something with Wendy's or something like that. We ain't promoting Wendy's. I'm telling you, promise you that. But I'm just using it as an example where you're doing this stuff every day, and by the end of the week, you $40. You know what I mean, $50 done spent. So you drop that same $40, $50 in your gas tank, eat from home. Guess what? You got gas for the whole week.
Yes,
Get back and forth to work.
you do.
Right now it ain't the time to be buying big old gas guzzling vehicles. Them big V8s and stuff. And some of them folk with the V8s, they'll tell you now. They wish they had something else smaller to drive, because they'll park the big trucks and big cars and stuff, because the prices are high. Diesel prices are high for my fellow truckers, and gas prices are high. Everything is high. You know what I mean? So, and it's going to continue to be high for a while, and it might even go up even more. So it's our job in our individual little villages here in the United States to be wealth managers of our own funds.
Being good stewards.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, we again, we thank each and every one of you all for being a part of this show. We are so excited that you guys tune in to us.
Yes.
This is encouraging to us, that you guys continue to come back. We ask you all to don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification bell. Absolutely. Tell somebody to tell somebody.
Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Every Saturday at 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern, we are on with something new, and we're going to keep this coming. We like just talking about these things, just bringing light to these life situations. This real talk.
Yes.
This is real stuff. This is real situations that are going on in people's lives. People looking for some advice. They're looking for answers, right? And we don't have all the answers. I'm sure some of you might have some answers, but we know somebody that have all the answers.
Amen.
You know what I mean? So but just keep your head up, make better decisions, make a few small changes in your life, and this stuff will work out for you.
Amen. Enjoy your Saturday.
Until next time, we are real people
dealing with real issues.
Yes. So next time, we'll see you then. Deuces. Trilla.